Hey, what's going on? This is Vlad from Writing Leagues, and I'm looking at giving some feedback on a verse in our OnlyOne Writing League, the O.W.L. And this is a verse by Krowned Kris, who was unfortunately no-showed. His opponent did not show up. He did drop a verse, and this is going to be my first look through at it, and drop some feedback, hopefully, and see what's good. This is called the myth about the tree of death. What should I tell him? The truth will sadden him, while only part of it will make his day. The pain would hate to stay, then drain his shame until it fades away. That's a nice, smooth start so far. And then we have the topic posted after that, which is sort of a broken-looking earth sort of picture, gray overcast, kind of evil-looking sky, kind of a withered, broken-ish tree, some leaves floating from it, a girl standing up against the tree, and it looks like a man, perhaps a father, sitting on a bench, kind of watching out. So, as far as the topic as well, there's already a good start based on the topic as well. The truth will sadden him, while only part of it will make his day. It does seem like he is sort of reflective, looking out. Both of them are, actually. So that is a very good setup so far. I sit and stare and watch my daughter play beside the tree of death. I know that's but a myth to keep you far from beauty's gaze. I've traversed a loopy maze of those who swear that is the truth. Spare your glare, it isn't true. It's used to scare the stupid youth. My daughter got cancer at such an early age. I was truly fazed, worried by the danger of Julie's stage. He handed me the folder. I pictured her getting older, saw her future in my hands, but couldn't bear to view the news. Yo, so that's a good fucking section right there. I mean, you're going directly into the story that you're telling. I like that you're just jumping into it. There isn't a whole lot of build-up. Mine is sort of the prologue type bar above the topic. Once you get into it again, the flow of it, the rhyme scheme and the pace, very fucking smooth. Allows you to sort of reflect already as you're reading, especially when you get to, you know, my daughter got cancer at such an unruly age. You're kind of already feeling for it, and again, the pace allows you to feel that. Again, tying very well into the topic, tree of death, based on the environment. Again, yeah, good stuff so far. I've come to a decision. I know you're scared to see what lurks inside, but betting deep within the back you've had the answer in your mind. But fear not, you lucky man, because the cancer is benign. The people who believe the tree is evil think the world's forgiving too. As I've said, it's but a rumor, since my girl is living proof. She lives another day to jump from surfaced root to surfaced root, and rearrange the lifeless leaves to simulate a perfect loop. She lives another day to watch the darkened clouds approach, and she gets to live it lively without fear and purpose too. So a bit of a switch up with the rhyme scheme. I do kind of like the what sort of A-B, and the fact that you have thrown in some of the multis to carry that B scheme in between as well. It's interesting where you've gone with the story. It's kind of an emotional jump, in a way at that, but not really in a bad way. I'm more so just intrigued as to going further down and reading the rest of this piece to see what actually does happen. Oh, so this is a different section here. So we had the myth about the tree of death. We have the truth about the tree of death. There's no grass around the tree, nor a plant or slimy worm, not a bird, not a squirrel, just a sad, untimely urn. Everything it touches slowly dies, and it's to blame. That's why I must confess why I have had these fits of shame. It's been a poison ever since the seed has hit the plain. Anything that's touched the trunk has ended swift and slain. It's the razor blade the earth has used to calmly slit a vein That's why I'm sad to say that Julie's on the list of names. I said to the mirror with tears in my eyes. What did you tell him? Yeah, that's fucking interesting so far, dude. I'm really just psyched to see, again, the last section as well. See how you tie everything up. I do like the switch up in the stanzas there, the myth about and the truth about. I really like some of the wording that you've used here. It's been a poison ever since the seed has hit the plain. Anything that touched the trunk has ended swift and slain. It's the razor blade the earth has used to calmly slit a vein. That's dope right there. Super nice. Very well worded and written. Although vein, just pointing it out, vein would be V-E-I-N. I'm not talking about in vain, but not quite the context. So let's finish up here. So, I said to the mirror with tears in my eyes, what did you tell him? The cancer was the only thing that needed addressing. Then he told me how his daughter will be just as stoked. At first I thought, well, maybe he just hugs her ghost. Then he said that she's still thanking God and counting her blessings. If I would have told him everything, it would have been depressing. After her death, I'm assuming he must have broke, so I left out the little part where his dementia is progressing. Now he can die holding who he loves the most. There you fucking go, dude. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. So that whole setup for that was fucking amazing, actually. I really fucking like the creative approach that you took on that. Again, wording is fairly simple. Vocabulary's excuse me, actually pretty decent for a straightforward piece. You didn't overdo it, and you didn't need to. You also didn't make it overly simple, that it could have lost any effect. Jesus, I think the main focus of this is the story. It kind of reminds me of something that I would write, not to go into that. This is the sort of thing that really intrigues me, though, and that I sort of end a piece that I'm reading like this, extremely stoked that someone did this and was able to do this well. It's really nice to see the progression and the turn that you did here. I mean, I really don't even have any criticisms to this. This might even be like a top 5 verse this week, actually. Which, if you look at the roster, I mean, dude, it's the roster is crazy, and I think this is probably up there. I think it probably would have beat quite a few. Yeah, that's really no fucking criticism. This was a fucking amazing piece, Kris. And I'm glad that you did decide to post this. I know you were super hype about the piece as you were going through it and writing it. And yeah, you should have been. Yeah, this is the sort of thing. I get that sometimes when I'm writing certain pieces. The one I did this week, I kind of had it as well, where I didn't quite have the full story out written yet, but I already knew that it was going to be something dope, something amazing. So yeah, this is definitely a top verse, dude. Probably would have picked you up a straight KO, probably. Nothing bad to say about Treacherous. I know he's been going through some stuff. He would have had to come really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. Might have had to write the best verse that he's written to be able to beat or even compete with this. So that's fucking huge. I mean, I don't even need to like try to go through. I don't think I need to give you anything additional to this piece, Kris. I think this is probably the most complete piece that you've written. And we'll definitely. This is impressive. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking impressive, dude. And I want to get you. Again, nothing against Treacherous, but I want to get you a battle that you'll definitely have. An opponent that shows up and is worthy for the potential that you have here, and that you've shown. Yeah, I don't need to go back and go through. I mean, I might be able to like pick some things that could be touched on. I mean, one thing is I did get a little bit thrown off by a rhyme scheme in a few, but I think for the most part it was all solid. Here's one here, the ending of one of the first sections. I was truly phased, worried by the danger of Julie's stage. He handed me the folder. I pictured her getting older, saw her future in my hands, but couldn't bear to view the news. I mean, you do have view the news, but it's sort of just minorly pronounced at the end of that. And it didn't have a couplet to go with. That, I think that might have happened twice, and I know you did it on purpose. I mean, that's really it. Like, that's me being picky. Because yeah, I don't really need to try to pick anything out for you to work on. I think you fucking had it here, dude. I do. And I think that's really all I got. Again, man, that was fucking good. Very impressive, Kris. Good job. And I hope you stay in for week 2 and try to outdo this piece. And that's all. Have a good one.